collard greens?
Bitch, hell no. Why would I eat something from here?
Oh, don't do that.
Now why would I eat collard greens? Bitch, why would I eat something from here?
See, I told you he was going to talk.
Bitch, the camera's not on.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah,
is.
slide over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, you gonna slide
Bitch,
over
when you
that
start doing the credits.
First of all, the camera is not even straight, Kevin.
Listen, I know.
When you start talking about, hey,
Alright,
y'all.
alright. Alright.
Bitch, you might want to be in your video.
Alright.
Ooh. It didn't stop you from before?
Yes.
So don't do
No
that.
talking.
I want to be in this one.
Oh.
Come on. No, seriously, come on.
I know it's late. I know it's late. Yes, it's very late. And you guys, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. This week too close. It's something. Anyway, it's Kevin and Mikkel. We're back with a new video. I know it's late. Mikkel got church, bitch. Mikkel got work in the morning. And it's 10:45 at night. But you know, we've been waiting to come to you guys. We had to push back yesterday for the day, and then child shit happened. Then we had to go to the Nat Turner screening. It's called Birth of a Nation. I always keep getting the name mixed up. And after leaving that film, I'm mad as hell. I had to get out the theater. I think they were really like, I don't know, but I had to get out of there because I was upset. And I mean, there was a lot of white people leaving, and I'm just like, let's go, let's fucking go, get the fuck out of here, let's go. I mean, that movie was crazy.
He did do that.
It was good.
It was very good.
It was very good.
It was very good.
And I found myself cringing, trying not to cry. I found myself laughing. It took you to a lot of emotions, but it's very gruesome. Do not take your children to go see this film. Wait till they're a little bit older. I'll say a teenager. A child, hell no. I mean, it was guts, like it was everything. It was everything.
Gruesome.
We'll talk about that another time.
It was nasty.
Yes, it was very nasty. No, shut up, Kevin. Don't take your children to go see this. And I gotta get out this shit. Well, go ahead, Mikkel. Talk about. Let's talk about why we're here. I gotta take the shirt off.
I don't know why we're here.
The debates. Bitch. Wait. First, let's talk about the bad boy. Wait. We can talk about
Let's talk about the debate.
We can talk about the debate. Let's talk about the debate. We can get the bad boy later on this week.
Yes.
But see, Mikkel, was you backstage when Beans got punched in the face though? Because I didn't see that.
No, we were all up front.
I
know he. At first, I thought it was a lie.
Oh, me too.
But then when they did the interview with the guy who punched him in the face.
Yeah, I remember I said yesterday.
It just as.
You know what? That's another Scorpion Show segment at another time off camera because I don't need nobody coming to Burke Street. Okay. Baby! That's a code of ethics. Let me go.
You know
Come
what?
on.
There's a lot of people who didn't finish school. They didn't.
You got no mouth. And I don't need nobody.
You don't need my team coming on my body.
On the own.
Like in that movie.
Wait, what you ask Diggy? Tell him what you asked Diggy.
What did I ask you?
When?
Did they take his teeth for us? No, I ain't. I think I said it out loud.
No, you would say, did they knock his teeth out his mouth? I said every last one. He gonna bust out laughing.
Y'all, wait till y'all see that movie, y'all.
Don't say.
It's sad. But you know what? It's sad. It wasn't funny. But see, I found myself laughing at things that I shouldn't laugh at.
Oh, I was over
when I
there laughing.
Bust out laughing in the middle of the movie.
He was laughing and I was so mad at him. Cause I'm like, I'm sorry for eating, but it's 11 o'clock and I ain't eat all that. No.
When I went to go, Amber was over me when we went to go see Precious. Cause I laughed through the whole movie.
Are you
Amber kept
serious?
saying, Mikkel, there's nothing funny about this fucking movie.
It's not.
But when you look back at it 6 years later, that movie is hilarious.
Now, because we can laugh about it.
Bitch, there were a lot of funny moments in that movie.
But I'll tell you one more.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? Okay. And you gonna stand up there and look down at me like you's a fucking woman, and you got this child running around like a fucking animal?
Oh, I was mad.
Okay.
Let's go to what we're talking about, the debates. Sorry, y'all. Kevin, look, don't thumbs down this video yet.
Precious
We gonna get there.
Precious was all that.
Ain't no all that.
Okay? Precious said fluorescent
Beige.
beige. I ain't never heard that
Fluorescent
before.
beige.
She said she gonna be in
That's
the
a Home
BET,
Depot
video.
color.
She gonna be in the whose video?
BET video.
Yeah.
But she
Dancing.
older.
She ain't have it on.
Can't you see? Can't you see it?
Wait, and then what did you do? I shut my fat ass up. You just
I
better
understand.
Wait, look, I can't turn the air up too high because it's gonna mess up.
You hot?
Yes.
I'm not hot at all.
You got me over here laughing.
Oh yeah, bro, I ain't writing nothing down, nothing important. Anyway, so yeah, so last night was the first of the 3 presidential debates for 2016 for the election. First of all, today is National Voters Registrations Day. If you have not registered to vote, time is running out. Depending on where you live at, they have different dates and times. Some is like in the beginning of October, some is in the middle of October. So if you have not registered to vote, or if you have not updated your registration on where you live, please do so. This election is very important. It's only in about 6 weeks on November 8th. It's either going to be 2 presidents, Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton. And last night they went at it on all the networks. It was over 80 million people watching this. This is excluding the numbers from the internet and from PBS. And they had a good debate. I enjoyed watching it. And when you watch the debate, you shouldn't say you enjoy watching it, but when you have a character like Donald Trump in there, he had me through moments where I was upset. He had me on moments where I just laughed at him. And the best thing about it was the split screen, because you had Donald Trump on one side and Hillary Clinton on the other side. And Donald Trump will make a lot of outrageous claims, and as much as Hillary Clinton wanted to laugh, she had to hold it in, and you know, it was good. I mean, it was just like she really had to like really not try to laugh at the shit that Donald Trump was saying. Something that really frustrated me with Donald Trump is that Donald Trump, you're running for president. Lester Holt is the moderator, and I am disappointed with him because I feel like Lester Holt let this show get away from him let this debate get away from him because he did not moderate. Like, when you moderate, that means you laying down the law on the topics. Like, you think that them girls on The View going to overtalk Whoopi Goldberg when she's the moderator? No. She's going to bring up the topics, they're going to discuss it together, and then it's time to move on to the next topic. Donald Trump was allowed to do what he wanted to do, answer however he wanted to answer, and then, you know, he'll interrupt Hillary Clinton whenever the fuck he wanted to. Then when Hillary interrupted him, it's, oh no, excuse me, I'm talking. Like, see, Hillary didn't say, well, you didn't allow me to finish and none of that stuff, because she wanted Donald Trump to be a fool of himself. And that's exactly
and he
what
didn't
she
even
did.
realize that that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
And that whole temperament thing where he tried to come at her about her temperament, and she laughed at him like, well, I didn't see the video.
Oh yeah,
but
she was going off.
Was she? Well, I said, I didn't see it. But nothing can compare to what he's been doing for the past 5 years to President Obama, and then how he tries to dismiss it and throw it back on Hillary. Like, it just makes no sense to me. Donald Trump proved last night that he is not fit to be president at all. Every time he was asked a question that warranted a direct response, he would flip it and try to make it turn it
and
on
reverse it. Okay.
And then I found Lester Holt having to say, you need, like, trying to get him to answer the question that was asked of him. Like, it just didn't make sense. Like, somebody brought this up after the debate, and I said, wow, I wish Lester Holt would have said this. But the question, when it was brought up about him and the tenants and his apartment, Donald Trump, when he was asked
on the race, they was having a conversation about race relations.
Right.
Now wait, before you say it.
Well, I need to say this because I'll forget it. But Donald Trump said, let me tell you something. What was the words that he used?
The exact words was that,
he was not guilty.
I settled out of court with 0% guilt of admission.
Of admission.
He never said I did it.
He never said
I didn't do it.
That I didn't, and never said that, no, it just was, I never had, or I never admitted to something like that. I never had to admit
admission of guilt.
I couldn't believe that they let him get away with it.
I couldn't believe that they let him get away with
counsel
that. Like, that's what made me upset
If
about
Hillary
Lester
would have done that,
Hall.
it wouldn't have been right for her.
That's what made me upset about Lester Hall. He just continued to let Donald Trump just have his way. Like, you don't do that. It made me so, and the way he was cutting off Hillary, I know that there were millions of women out there who were like, listen, baby, you can't down talk, because first of all, you already have a problem with women on how you speak to them. And he was showing his colors yesterday. And then when he said the whole federal income tax about him not paying, well, I'm a smart guy for not paying. Like, what? So I guess, like Hillary said, so I guess the rest of us are just all dumb.
Take that fan and blow it on, baby. Put that fan on.
I just think the rest of it, I don't see how you're hot. Like, I'm cool as a cucumber in here.
Yeah.
Like, it just didn't make any sense to me how he was getting away with a lot of things. Like, I was so confused. Like, is this for real?
The only time I noticed that Donald Trump did not cut off Hillary Clinton is when they were talking about race relations. He wasn't quick to chime in on any of that.
No.
And something that I loved is that Hillary really broke down that, something that I've been saying on our show for a long time, that the cops need to get out in the community and the community need to go to the cops, and we all need to respect each other. There's no way like cops to be walking in packs and they don't even say hello to you. Like, we should know who the officers are in our neighborhood. You're patrolling, you're working in our neighborhood. Why can't we get to know you? Or why can't you get to know us? And stuff like that. Cop cars just drive by. They'll slow down just to see what's going on, but they don't never stop by or wave and say hello or none of that stuff.
You know, it's funny that we're speaking about this because there was a scene in the movie Birth of a Nation that we just got finished screening here in Philly where Nat Turner's wife says, they're killing people just for being black.
Oh my God.
The entire movie theater just
It was
like,
so, it was just so like,
because
oh my
it's
God.
so crazy. Because
150 years later. it's
and
still
she
going
said
on.
that, the slave said that they're killing people just for being black, and everybody in the movie theater just was like, yes, because it's going on right now. And all the white people in there listen, I was looking around. They were silent.
I want to know
It was
what
all the
goes
black
to
people in there with us that was like, yes, all the white people was just sitting there like.
I want to know what goes to a white person's mind when they go to the movies and watch a film that happened during slavery time. It's just not a good feeling for me. Like, it really made me upset. But back to the debates. Like, Donald Trump, the first thing Donald Trump talking about, law and order. Stop trying to scare these white people.
Right.
Okay? Because if we
that's what
wanted
he's
them
doing.
dead, they would have been dead. Okay? They would have been killed, these white people.
Like Nat Turner.
If it's that bad, okay? Like, every time you turn around, bam, white person dead. You would have been hearing about this.
And I love how they were fact checking him because Donald Trump, it was deemed unconstitutional stop and frisk in New York.
But they did it here for a minute too.
Yes, they did. But he sat up there and said that it was not deemed unconstitutional, and it was deemed unconstitutional.
Donald Trump had a chance last night to show his ignorance to everybody.
And he
because
did
believe
just
it or not,
that.
there are people that don't give a fuck about none of these things that we're talking about. They don't care about none of that stuff. It was like he who yells loud is the one that's right. And a lot of people actually think the way that he thinks. And it's sad that some Americans really think that way. Like, do you really think that this is okay to treat a woman this way? Like, talking like that? Like, you just kept cutting her off. You didn't show no respect. It was just, the only time he respected her is when he shook her hand. And, you know, I'm glad that Hillary talked about a lot of her policies on what she wanted to do, especially in the beginning when she was talking about the job growth and then, you know, raising the minimum wage and eventually going down to helping people who have debt-free college. Shit, let me know so I can sign up. Because I can go for debt-free. Okay, I'll go right away. I'm sorry, I dropped something. But Donald Trump, when in the beginning, I was trying to understand what he was talking about, but it just kept going all the way to the left. And then about Hillary Clinton emails, and Hillary answered it so well. Like, we all know Hillary fucked up, but let me tell you something. Just like some people don't give a fuck about a lot of the things that Donald Trump says, I don't give a fuck about these emails, okay? I don't care. Now, when if we find out that they've been hacked, okay, then it's time to kill like Hillary. Now you really, really fucked up. But if that shit was happening, we would have been heard about shit that happened with them emails. So I'm tired of hearing about, oh, she used a private server instead of using the government server. That shit is old and it's tired to me. What about all the other things that Hillary Clinton has done? Since she's been here for 30 years, I think Hillary needs to really start talking about, on the next debate, oh, since you claim that it's 30 years, you need to break down everything that you've done in your 30 years in them 2 minutes. And I noticed that Donald Trump, when he was giving his 2 minutes were always given to deflect and not answer questions.
Not answer questions.
Nothing.
Yep. Not answer
Nothing.
questions.
And then he got upset when Hillary got him together saying like, yeah, you know what, I did prepare because I'm prepared to be president. Donald Trump, baby, when that audience clapped, and Les ain't tell him not to clap no more after that.
No, he didn't.
No. I'm surprised he was there for that.
I just want the one thing that really, because I was holding my breath throughout this whole debate. Like I could barely tweet. The one thing that really got me, that showed me how ignorant Donald Trump was, and should show a lot of people, was when he decided to mention, I really could go personal on you, Hillary. Because you saw it in her face, but you saw it in her face. But you could also, I couldn't see the audience, but you could tell that room probably started to tense up. Because Bill Clinton was sitting right there. He wanted to mention that Monica Lewinsky thing, and that's what he was alluding to. But he said, oh, but I'm not going to do it because my staffer has advised me not to, but I really want to go there. But then he said off camera, off the debate stage, because, you know, they was watching.
Got too much respect for...
No, but then he said that, oh, but he might do it in the next debate. Like, he's so... ass because he was saying one thing on stage, and then when he got off the stage, oh no, I never said that, and then they were pulling up, yes you did, yes you did, you said all of this. Like when she mentioned the whole, you claimed global warming was a hoax, I never said that. They found the tweets and was like, yo, you did say that. You said it in 2012 and in 2014, and yes, you did say China was partly responsible for this great hoax. Oh, but I never said that. Where'd you get that at? I never said that. Like, I couldn't believe that this man was just blatantly lying.
What she said, Trump up, trickle down.
Trump up, trickle down.
That's what she said.
It was horrible.
I need a new dance for that, okay, y'all? Somebody do a new dance called Trump up, trickle down. Now,
I cannot wait to see this next debate.
Yeah.
Because all Hillary has to do is just continue to come with the facts. Stay calm and stay cool.
That's right.
Get a little dirty, but don't get too dirty.
Right.
Because he's going to dig his own grave.
He's already been doing it. And
just like he even stepped off the stage and still started throwing shots at that Miss Universe.
oh yeah, on
Like I couldn't believe he did that.
She gained a whole bunch of lot of weight.
But then he claimed that he never said it.
Bitch,
Like, I couldn't believe it.
and then he was like, where the fuck did you get that information from? Like, Hillary got that ass.
Was getting it.
Like, where the fuck did you get that information?
Because he was so shocked that she had it, and he was lying. Oh, I never said that. I never said it. And then went on the TV show the very next day and said what he claimed that he never said. And then they were pulling up the old videos of him saying that she had gained 160, 70 pounds. Like, what the hell? Like, and then Hillary, the Clinton campaign is so fucking fast.
Made a commercial.
They made a
away.
commercial right after the debates.
They don't play-
With the actual woman
love that
in the video saying what he said to her.
Everything, listen, everything.
With the actual video. With the
This
woman.
is why Hillary was prepared, because she set the booby traps for every time she say this. She said, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
And then he's going to say this. Because I know he's going to
lie.
take the and go,
There you go.
Got you. Speaking of that, Alicia Machado, she's going to vote, and she's American, and she's going to vote. Don't think she's not going to vote. Where the fuck did you get
And
that?
I'm not going to tell you this, but right after this debate's over, about 15 minutes after, there's going to be a new campaign commercial with her actually in it, letting us know what you said to her.
And she's on Anderson Cooper tonight.
You think that Hillary Clinton is dumb? Hillary Clinton been doing this for over 30 years. She's not new to this.
They said
This, like she said, he tried to, like you said, he tried to criticize her for not being on the campaign trail. But bitch, she was at home preparing for you.
Yeah, and
to get you out of
the presidential. Now I watched the fucking tape of you saying that she didn't look presidential, and you said she didn't have the stamina. You said both of those things.
But then how about this?
You knew how stupid you were saying if you said that she didn't look presidential.
But listen, not only did she look presidential, but they
sexist.
Not only did she look presidential last night, but they pointed out. They pointed out on CNN that I noticed, but I didn't think anybody else was noticed. Throughout the what was it, 90 minutes?
A little bit over 90 minutes.
She never not once picked up her
glass of water.
And he kept drinking and drinking.
It was too hot in there.
It was too hot for him. And then he was drinking it real stupidly. And they said for somebody who claims that he has all the stamina, the nervousness was coming out because he kept bringing up the water. She ain't touched that water now once.
She was waiting for.
She was waiting for us.
She got a smile on her face.
Yeah, she got a smile on her face. Let me tell you something.
Oh, she has a temperament.
Please watch the next 2 debates and go out and vote. Hillary Clinton and her campaign team, they are brilliant. They are setting the booby traps for Donald Trump. Every time, and mind you, everybody, all the polls are saying that she won the debate last night because she did. She beat his ass. She didn't need to get loud with him. She threw out those facts about him, and he got mad and was saying this, that, and the third. Well, you did it, and you did that, and she just was like, well.
And then he sounded like a fucking baby talking about, oh, I wouldn't say this about her. I wouldn't do this about her.
But listen to this. But then when he brought up, when they asked him about the birther thing, and then he tried to switch it and say it was Hillary, and that her campaign, this particular person, hired this person. Then that lady was on CNN and said, wait, I never said that, and Donald Trump has said, well, no, she was on Wolf Blitzer and it was on CNN and she did it.
Right.
They pulled up the Wolf Blitzer interview and she never said what Donald Trump said she said. She said in the interview, we actually fired the person who put out a picture of Obama in garb and tried to claim that he was Muslim, and she said we fired that person because we didn't want that type of association with this campaign, so we fired him. The lady was sitting right on CNN and said, he said I said all this and I never said any of that. I mean, Hillary's team had everybody in position because I had never seen that lady ever before. But right after the debate, she was sitting at that table answering them, waiting for them to ask her question. I said, damn, Hillary, you are good.
And I feel bad for Donald Trump's campaign manager because she's a really good one.
She is
good.
But Kevin, I agree with you. Even though I don't
know she can't wait
but you
until
can
it's
tell
over.
she's a smart woman. But I feel bad, like you said, that she's having to manage this idiot because you can tell that she's a smart woman. That's why they hired her, and she really is. Because I watch her on scene. She's smart. She knows how to deflect from certain questions. She's brilliant at what she does. But when you are working and managing someone like Donald Trump, he's saying one thing and you saying another thing, and so it's contradicting one another. It's like y'all not sitting down and having conversations with each other. Because you going on the shows saying, well, Mr. Trump never did this, he never did this, but yet he's going on other shows and saying, well, yeah, I said it, and like, what the fuck?
And I know that Pence can't wait for the shit to be over too. I know he's brilliant.
He's running in
He's running in
2020.
He should have been the one that should be running
because it's a shame. And you know what else? I felt bad for Hillary Clinton because she actually had to stand on that stage for 90 minutes with a clown. Like she could not debate somebody worthy of a debate. You know what I mean? Like I felt bad for her because she really is somebody who knows what she's doing. I would have been happy if she was debating somebody like a Ted Cruz or somebody who knows what's going on. Yeah, who knows what's going on, because then that would have been a great debate. But you got a clown like Donald Trump who knows nothing about what's going on. Like she said, Donald, you're living in your own reality, and we all know that you live in your own reality. He just says what the fuck he wants to say out of his mouth.
It has to be the first thing that comes to his mind.
It's the first thing that comes to his mind, and he does not think. Everything, unless the whole said, no, Donald, it was deemed unconstitutional in New York. He said, he said that's not what happened, and that's not true. But it is true.
He told the moderator, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
He said that he used the exact word,
but
you're wrong.
True.
He said that crime was up in New York City.
And crime is down.
And you know what I don't understand? It's less murders in New York than it is in Philadelphia, and we have way less people. 10% less than the population in New York.
And they pulled up the stats and said, no, it's actually 40.3% down.
I think I said the wrong number.
No, you said
they have 90% more people than us.
But they got a lot more people. Yeah, they got
like 9 million people.
They got a lot of damn people there.
And we got 1.5.
And they only got probably 300% less murders.
That's probably why everything is always open.
Because everybody got 3 roommates. Everybody got 3 roommates.
It's high as fucking. I could never live there.
I don't want to live on top of nobody.
No. Like a room like this would be
Determined.
probably like $2,500, probably $3,000.
You think I would play $3,000 for a room like this? Are you kidding me?
Or you gonna have 3 roommates, so y'all gonna spend $1,000 a piece.
I don't think so. And then I have to walk up all them steps.
Well, it's New York, baby.
$3,000?
Concrete jungle, where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do.
Well, Jay-Z and Beyonce, you better move the fuck over because my dreams is coming true. I'm staying with y'all. How's that? I'm staying with y'all. That's a dream come true. $3,000 for a shack like this? Are you kidding me?
You got it. You got it.
No, I don't have that.
Credit card.
Credit cards and scammers. Let me tell you something. I will become Joanne the scammer's best friend. Okay? Because she knows how to get them coins. That bitch was on the red carpet of the VMAs in that fur coat.
Too hot, but yeah.
In September or August, wherever it was. With a fur coat on.
Hey, that's when you dedicated to that character, because baby,
Okay?
you know how much sweat I would have with that on?
Yes.
Let's not even talk about it.
Because you sweaty now.
Ooh, don't do it.
You are not. It's time
Oh,
to It's time
am
to
I
stay
caught?
with the waterfall. Give him the
I thought I got caught again.
No.
Oh,
No.
oh God. End of the world.
Look at Tevin Campbell.
She looks like she got that mouth.
Don't do it.
Let's go. So listen, the next debate is next week between Tim Kaine and Mike Pence. I don't know how many people are going to watch it, but I'm definitely going to watch it because that might be a good debate because you'll have somebody with sense representing the Republican
More substance.
side. Yeah, and Tim Kaine, he's a little fool, but we'll see.
A little.
Like it do look like he like
Goofy.
goofy. We'll
He's just
see.
goofy.
We'll see what's
And you
going
can tell Mike Pence really does not agree with everything that Donald Trump is saying.
No, and he be
But
mad
he's just
because
going along with it.
the same thing that's going on, like he'll say one thing and then something else happens, like, and then another thing, like Pence released his taxes already, and Donald Trump has not, and Hillary should have brought it up.
But they did because they did. That's when he made that whole claim about, I don't have to pay federal taxes. I'm smart for not paying that. But the whole thing with that is, Donald Trump is still going on by saying, I'm not releasing them because of the audit. But the IRS said he can release it while he's being audited. And then you see how he's trying to flip it? Well, I won't release it until she releases those 3,000 emails she
So that means he's never going to.
He's never going to release it.
They're
But it's
deleted.
okay.
Yeah.
But it's okay that he doesn't release his taxes. Because to be quite honest with you, I don't give a fuck what is in his taxes. I really don't. You know what I mean? I don't really care. The only thing I care about is people getting out there and voting on November 8th.
That's right.
November 8th. That's the
It's
only thing
going
I
to be a
care
scary
about.
day because if he's elected, I don't
If
know.
he's elected president, y'all can forget it. Y'all can. If
You
think-
can too.
Let me tell you this because I'm about my business for the next 4 years.
Hey, nobody gonna get food stamps.
Oh, what did she say? What did Cherry Jane say on Birth of the Nation? They killing black people for no reason. Okay.
Okay.
Just for being black.
And law and order is code word for get that nigger. Okay. Are you kidding me? Law and order. You watch them old black and white movies when them fucking KKK and the sheriffs was looking for them colored folks. Yeah, because we gonna get some law and order around here. What does that mean? We gonna get these colors under control.
He said stop on Christmas getting the bad ones. I said, well, who's the bad
Who's
ones?
the bad
Yeah.
one? Oh no, I meant the gangs, the gangs and all. I ain't seen the gangs since Rodney King got beat the fuck up. What gangs are you talking about? Because the only gangs that's walking
In
around
blue.
is them rednecks, okay?
The ones with the
And
blue.
I hate the way Donald Trump says African American. African American.
Because he ain't used to saying
No,
that.
bitch, because he say niggers.
Yeah.
Niggers.
Colored.
Niggers, not
Okay?
nigga.
He's not used to
Niggers.
and the Muslims.
Yeah, because he found it real funny when Donald King said,
Don King.
yeah, niggas.
No, he found that.
He was sitting there like,
Chop
trying not to laugh, bitch.
But he knew he was on camera, so he couldn't
Yeah.
go too far in with the laughter.
But yeah, today's National Voter Registration Day. If you are not registered to vote, please go to iwillvote.com and sign up to vote.
Yes.
iwillvote.com. Also, you can check to make sure you're still registered to vote when you go to iwillvote.com. And you can also update your registration on where you live at. Because you know, if you move, you might have a different polling place. So, update where you live at. And check to make sure that you're registered to vote. Because I don't want nobody gagging on November 8th and they thought they was registered to vote and they wasn't registered to vote when they go to the poll to go vote for, I don't know for who, but hey.
Also, real quick before we
Sure.
cut this off. I brought back the seating chart about 2 weeks ago. Donald Trump was added to the seating chart 2 weeks ago for just being the fuck Donald Trump, because I didn't have no reason to put him in there 2 weeks ago. I just put him in there because why not? For the past year, he's been showing his ass. Last night, I added a second person, Lester fucking Hall. He's sitting right next to Donald
They said,
Trump.
where was Lester Hall? Where was Lester Hall?
Yeah, he's.
I mean, they
so
went
if
back
you
and
want to see
forth.
the seating chart, it has been brought back. It is on my Instagram page, and I even posted it on my Twitter. Okay, but the seating chart is back and in full effect.
Yes.
So Donald Trump and Mr. Hall are the two recipients, or two honorees, I should say, that have 2 seats in the front row, sitting side by side. Okay, and we're in a brand new theater too, newly renovated. Okay.
Well, y'all in the theater.
Yes.
Not a stadium.
Shout out to I Eat
Is this a
Dreams.
new person?
No, the same.
I Eat Dreams?
Yes, the same. Yes, I Eat Dreams. I'm sorry. The same person who came up with the first
Sure.
chart for me. Okay, that's my chart guy. I will never go to another person. Okay, because he knows, and not only that, but when I ask him to seat them, he seats them and sends me the chart. I don't have to wait. Oh,
Baby!
Well, he like Hillary. He like Hillary.
Okay.
He like Hillary.
Where does cornbread come
I
from?
said I need Lester Hall. Within 10 minutes, Lester Hall was
was
seated,
there.
and I had the new chart. He didn't even respond back and say okay. He just said, bam.
Like, bam, what is cornbread?
Lester fucking Hall was in there. Okay, don't get me started. Because I think Tommy Loren and the rest, I think Donald Trump's whole campaign is going to be in that seating chart.
Don
It is.
King.
Ain't it good?
I'm saying, why not Don King?
It's good.
And I'm
bro.
Rosa.
Where's yours? He's going to give me his slice.
It's nice and butter and
Moist.
moist and crisp. Like, it's so
I had
crisp.
some moist cake the other day. Baby, no, I don't want it now. Can you cover?
Well, your cornbread look
Can you
good.
cover it, please?
It's like that lady back up.
Listen, I had some moist cake the other day. I tore that ass.
Ass.
Yeah, 'cause I want to say that. Hold on.
Watch your mouth on the scorpion.
Bye.
People was watching because we found out the other day that people be watching.
Okay.
I didn't know. Remember when we was backstage at the concert?
Oh yes. I got.
Oh yeah, do you still feel that way about so and so? Well, wait a minute.
Well, wait a minute. I never felt no way. Facts are facts, and I don't lie. Because a fact is a fucking fact.
Okay, let's just tell them again.
Okay, that's what I told him. A fact is a fact. Don't ask me about do I still feel. It's a fact. We had the bad boy concert, okay? Not Wendy Williams.